This is the NFL on EA Sports as we come to you from the banks of the Missouri River at Omaha, Nebraska. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Lumberjacks of Brooklyn taking on the Armadillos of Omaha. Alongside my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Omaha team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for Brooklyn, our visitors, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Banks. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. When you look at this defense, it's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5. I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. He'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Herrera. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
First down.
Let's go, Nap.
They go play action here on first down. There's a short one caught by Ryman. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
70, Timberwolf.
Up the middle they go. It's Banks. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Jack Bash. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Second and a couple.
28-yard line.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal. Go.
They'll look to throw. And the ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Lumberjacks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And was polished off by the touchdown run from the 16-yard line. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. McKinley. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. When you look at this defense, we know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On the ground, Whitaker. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
Back to throw. McKinley. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That'll give him 8 that time. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down. McKinley in trouble, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go, shh.
There is a hush indeed. And they bring their punter out there now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Lumberjacks offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. As you take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a QB, you'll notice he's worked his way into the top 5 at this point in the season. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Banks. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 37-yard line.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Well, it is caught. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big play that time on the catch and run. 39 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Off the RPO, he completes it. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the return will stop right around the 25.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown! His 4th rushing touchdown on the campaign, number 7 overall. And the Armadillos are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point attempt to follow here.
For the extra point.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone.
John Parker Romo.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
24-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Sometimes it's design, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
2nd quarter now. It's Brooklyn in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Come on, come on. Ready.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Herrera. And he's got this down to the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
Gain of 16 yards. First down, Brooklyn.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole.
4 yards on the pickup.
Second down and 6 now.
And 6 at the 31-yard line.
Let's go now.
On play action, they'll throw. That is caught downfield. It's Besh. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
On the set.
That's another Brooklyn first down. First and
Ready.
10 at the 20-yard line.
70.
They'll run on first down. Fulton. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the
At
line.
the 19-yard line.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
Here we go. Here we go.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
That's good for a Brooklyn first down.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Jack Besh, his second touchdown on the season. And his guys have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14 to 7.
14. Armadillo 7.
So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, good return up past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Omaha's offense back out for another series. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point, because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Breaks a tackle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one.
Previous play is under review.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After review of the play.
So the challenge not a successful one, as this will stay an incomplete pass. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Okay, break. Let's go now.
Off play action. McKinley. Wide open receiver, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Off the play fake. McKinley. And he's got it. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Armadillos are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. A drive that time of 6 plays. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, Fulton. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Let's go. 19 Charger, 19 Charger.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
The screen pass.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here we go. Set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Back to throw here. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Now a play fake here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
In motion, there goes Bell. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him to first.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. That doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And a short gain down to about the 33. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
Come on, come on. Hit.
Now again, right side. Banks. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Okay,
so
ready?
7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Here we go, here we go. Let's go, ladies.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to make it 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And his kick here is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here's the Omaha offense getting set to go now. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. These two teams met up earlier in the year back in week 4, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Back to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
It's a gain of 4.
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
2nd and 9 now. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2 inch ones that you can buy and use addition to the pencil.
And those last for
a long time.
No doubt.
They'll look to throw here. That one behind his receiver and incomplete. Some touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now, finally, got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. It's a gain of a couple on what should be the final carry of half number 1. So these two teams off to their locker rooms for intermission, and that means we go to Orlando. Here's Scott Hansen with our halftime report. Scott?
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up, put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. And we'll see which team's adjustments are going to pay dividends here as we are just about ready for the start of the second half. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
One complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
19.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 2 yards to go, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
The give to Whitaker. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Off play action. McKinley can't get away, and he's taken down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
15 at the 47-yard line.
Looking to throw. McKinley over the middle. He's got Bond.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short.
I bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will tie things at 17 all. So they come away from this opening drive in the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
John Parker Romo.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
Okay.
And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
First down. A gain of 19 yards. First down, Lumberjacks.
Ready up. Let's go.
Back to throw now on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
A gain of 16 yards. And a Brooklyn first down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
19 Charger, 19 Charger.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bell. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
Out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
Ready, set.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. They'll look to throw again. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Ready up.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want...
There he goes, right side. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Armadillos have taken the lead. He's turning in a heck of a game. He's creeping up towards 200 yards, a pair of touchdowns now to go along with it.
There's so many things we can talk about in his game because we're seeing it all from him. But I love his vision. He's seeing the holes develop. He's seeing holes develop before they actually open. He's making sure he's getting to the right places, very decisive in his cuts, but his vision has been the key to all these big runs in this game.
And on that last long run, we got a pretty good look at his speed as well. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there. Those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play. Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Taken from just outside the 30. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's looking sharp here so far in the 3rd quarter, Charles.
It appears that the halftime gave him a little bounce. You know, came out, springing his legs, a little pep in his step, and he's taking off and running really well in the 3rd quarter.
Sometimes we talk about how guys don't want halftime to come, and some guys, they're happy when that break gets there.
You never know which way it's going to go. He's taking advantage of it in this one, though.
8 yards on the pickup.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Here's Whitaker. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back to throw. McKinley. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. This is Whitaker. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
From the 21, here's second and 3. This one complete to Burton. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on third down, McKinley. He's got his target. That's complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
Omaha, first down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
It'll be first and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the fourth. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Looking to throw. McKinley. Touchdown! From a yard out. And the Armadillos are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. So that drive goes 8 plays.
John Parker Romo
set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Well, Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll get this to Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Okay, ready?
That's good for a Brooklyn first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Still fighting for more. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. Well, for a play that didn't look like much at the snap, that jet sweep turned into a big play in a hurry.
And how about how they ran the play? Because they obviously caught the defense out of position and not expecting that one, and that turned into a nice chunk of yardage. But how about the execution? On the handoff, most of the times we see on the jet sweep, they punch it forward so that if it falls to the ground, it's just an incomplete pass. Here, you've got to execute it well, otherwise it's a fumble.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Here we go.
A carry here for the big tight end. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's second and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
They'll drop the throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jack Besh, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lumberjacks have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Now the try here for the point after. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Armadillo.
So that drive spanned 5 plays.
24.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He has a chance to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark on this drive.
And most of the time during a game, people aren't keeping track of individual statistics.
Are you sure?
Well, a lot of the runners kind of know. But I'll guarantee you someone has sent word into the offensive line that he's got a chance to get over 200 on this drive. That should give them a little extra motivation, because they love it when backs break that barrier.
Absolutely. We'll see if he can do it.
Intended for Jared Wiley. Incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
Back to throw. McKinley. That's complete. Right side. It's Bond. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
At the 46-yard line.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw. McKinley. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. Here's a quick throw to start the drive complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He finds his man. Complete. That's Banks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 12 yards and a 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Banks. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 52 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Banks. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run.
The quarterback on the scramble. He was brought down at his 49-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Herrera. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Back to throw. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete.
Well, they know anything.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
That ties the game.
A 10-play drive that time. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Now here's the Omaha offense getting set to go now. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines.
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long. Back to throw. McKinley. And this one is incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now on 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
Pulled in at the 24. A good return there, 17 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw complete to Bell. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. They go play action here on 1st down. Going up top. Oh, that is incomplete.
They took a big shot there for the end zone, and if he finds a way to come up with it, that might be your game winner. But it was not to be. The coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you're doing. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send them after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give them some cushion, but now kick the field goal. Get the lead, let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
And this one is right down the middle. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The situation for them offensively as follows. Down 34-31, 26 seconds to go. They need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he would get out of bounds here to stop the clock, but not a huge pickup there. 6, maybe 7. Now 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. Open man is Bond. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw. Going for Burton, and he's got it. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
Omaha. First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here.
A 52-yard attempt.
And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
We so often think of these kickers as automatic at any distance, and it's just not the case because when you start talking about 50-plus yards, it's still a tough one to connect on. This one ends up no good, and that should put to rest any chance of this game getting to overtime.
They knew how to quiet this rival stadium, Charles. I mean, not only did they get the win, but they get the win by taking the lead in the 4th quarter to hand their division opponent a big loss.
And they're elated, and they should be, because they did exactly that. Went to a rival's house and stunned them, and did it with a 4th quarter comeback. And every team in the league prides itself on controlling the 4th quarter. It's even more difficult when you don't do it at home against a division rival.
So for Brooklyn, they level their mark at 4-4 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Omaha, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games.